daily and pick the weeds and water and realign some things. Or if something gets broke, you might have to graft in a piece of that tree so it can keep continuing to grow and bear fruit. All right, so it's not you're like a farmer, a husbandman, right? That goes into being farmers. You have to do the work. You have to get up and do the work.
Do you know which Thessalonians it was? If it was First or Second Thessalonians? Second Thessalonians.
Oh, sure.
Okay. You just said Thessalonians, so then I looked at it like, wait, there's 2 Thessalonians. All right, so Second Thessalonians chapter 3, starting at verse 7. For ye yourselves know how ye ought to follow us, for we behave not ourselves disorderly among you.
Right. So there's examples. The apostles and elders of Great Millstone are good examples for the elect. They're not behaving themselves disorderly. They're in order.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The elders aren't bucking up against the apostles like, oh man, we don't need you no more, man. You done taught us everything we know, so now we're gonna do it ourselves. No, that's what 2/3 are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Fried, dyed, and laid to the side, tried and refined. Right? That's what they do. They take what they know, the little bit that they know, and try to be disorderly and not do the work properly. Right? It says to do it unto the Most High, with all your strength. That's not what that is. You can't denounce the men that gave you this truth. It's like your mom, birthed you and then fed you from the tit for so long, and now you're like, man, I don't need that. Man, I get my own milk.
Right.
I get my own milk. Well,
right.
From where?
Right.
Where you gonna get the milk from now?
Get milk? You're a young little baby. How the hell you
can't
gonna
crawl? You can't crawl yet.
Right. You can't even crawl, man. You can't even crawl. You don't know how this language formulates. You know what I'm saying? How the hell do you think you're gonna go get your own damn milk?
Right.
That's a good analogy, man. Neither did we eat any man's bread for naught, but wrought with labor and travail night and day, that we might not be chargeable to any of you.
Right, laboring so that we won't be destroyed with the 2/3.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Go ahead.
Not because we have not power, but to make ourselves an ensample unto you to follow us.
Right. So as you are laboring, you have men coming in the truth under you, who see your labor, who see your work ethic, and they shall do the same because you're teaching them to do so. Right? And that's the example, the ensample that the apostle elders have passed down to the elders, who passed down to the camp heads, who passed down to the 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down onto the babes. That's the order of this thing. The labor comes with, when you go to your job, do you not have a superintendent, a foreman, a journeyman, and then it all the way down to the helpers, right? The hands.
That's it.
Who are just there to grab tools and clean up and run elevators and do
other jobs.
Everybody
got
go ahead. Go ahead. Everybody got a job to do.
Everybody got a job to do.
Everybody got a job to do, man. So do it.
That's it. It says, for even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat.
Yeah, so if you ain't putting forth the labor, how you going to eat of the glory of Yahushua?
That's right.
How are you going to sit at his table knowing you ain't do nothing and eat?
You ain't put your hands in none of this, but yeah, you want a piece of the pie.
But you want the reward,
Yeah.
That's like a sign that says, hey, you come work, man, we're going to have a feast afterwards. I ain't got no money, but I'll pay you with a feast. Right. Everybody who shows up comes to feast. They ready to eat. Now somebody just show up like, oh, I seen feast out there. Well, it said if you got to come work for
you got to work.
Yeah, you got to come work. And that was payment for work. Well, hey, man, I'm here, so let me just eat.
Right.
Let me get one of them ribs.
Nah, man.
Nah, you can't.
It's not how the Most High gets down, man.
Nah, man. You gotta do the work to receive the glory.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
It says, for we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like, and brothers in this camp have seen that firsthand. You know, it's you know, the brothers in the Great Millstone Northwest have been through a lot, and they've seen disorderly conduct, and they've seen those who don't want to work but want to reap and receive. You know, so you know, with that, man, it's undeserving. So you know, but you know, the Most High is of order, so He's gonna accordingly give people their. Those people are going to reap what they've sown, right? Just like the righteous are going to reap what they've sown, they sow unto righteousness, they're going to reap righteousness, and the same goes for the wicked.
That's right.
Yeah. Any more on
that? Did you want to go all the way to 13?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, verse 12. Now them that are such we command and exhort by our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, that with quietness they work and eat their own bread. But ye, brethren, be not weary in well-doing.
Good. So, you know, that's it, man. You don't have to brag and boast about the work you're doing. Just eat your bread, man. You earned it, eat it. You know, there's nothing to glory about until Yahushua comes back. The glory belongs to Him and the Father.
Right.
You know,
it's as you
ultimately
said. As you said earlier, we all got a job to do, man. We all got a job to do. So, man, just do your job.
That's it.
You know, do your job. Do what you get paid for, man.
Do your job. That reminds me of it's a 2/3 movie, but Friday After Next. He said, "Do your fucking job."
Yeah.
Ice Cube told her
they security and shit.
Do your fucking job.
Yeah, and that's basically all it is, man. Spiritually, that's the same thing. We're all just here to do our job, man.
That's right.
You know, we're not here to babysit one another. As far as, you know, a grown man don't want to work, but he wants to get supported by other grown men. You know, hey, nah, man, we're not here for that, man. You gotta work, you gotta eat, man. You know, we're not here. Hey, we're here to help brothers out, sure.
That's right.
But we're not here to just straight up be taking care of another man as if it's your child, man. You know.
Hey, man, you know, you got, everybody's got to walk.
Hey, that goes in the physical sense and in the spiritual sense, man. In the spiritually, you got to do your job as well, man. You know, if you don't do your job, you will get replaced. The Most High would send that camp someone who will do that job, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And anytime somebody new's coming into the camp, you know, you got to look at yourself and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Because that person could easily be a replacement.
Right.
Or he could just be an addition.
Yeah, Most High got plenty of Israelites to choose from, man.
Yeah, and He don't even need us.
He doesn't need us.
He could
raise up stones
to prophesy.
That's right.
So